Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce to you the newest addition to our college leadership team, the person who will guide us forward into an era of new excellence and innovation. With a proven track record and visionary leadership and commitment to student success, I am pleased to introduce to you our new Chief Principal, Mr. Tom Mulati.
Thank you very much. My name is Tom Mulati, as he has put it. I'm glad to join the Kisii National Polytechnic to offer stewardship of this great institution and to ensure that it moves to the next level. I come in at a time when the institution is just coming over the somber mood that encompassed the institution following the demise of the former principal. And here to just ensure that the running of the institution normalizes and we go back to the hard-working spirit that we have always been on, so that we can be able to achieve all our mandates as students and as management of this institution. Thank you.
So let me congratulate you again on your new role as the Chief Principal. So I know a lot of people are asking, what were the main factors that made you choose this institution in particular?
Well, I don't want to say I chose this institution, but I know that the leadership in the Ministry of Education and the State Department of Tribute found it fit for me to come here.
Okay.
And as we are aware, civil servants, we have very little control over where one should work. As a matter of fact, the students in Riyadh were up on Rampage were asking why I was moving to Kisii, and therefore there was every reason for me to remain in Riyadh.
Okay.
But it is important that we follow the guidance of the Ministry of Education, and as it has guided, here I come to offer my stewardship of this institution.
Thank you, sir. Talking about stewardship and commitment, I know you have got goals to achieve to this institution in personal level and administrative level. Now, what are these 5 goals and what are the plans you have in place to achieve these goals in the next 5 years that you'll be here?
Thank you. I don't want to say I'm here for 5 years. I'm actually here up to the time when the Ministry of Education determines. But for the time I'm here, number one, I want to address issues of academic excellence. I come in when some departments, their percentage pass is quite low, as low as 26%, others 36, others 46. So academic performance is extremely wanting for me to address. To address academic performance, I have to address issues of the attendance to classes by both the trainees and the trainers. And here we have to have a concerted effort as management with the deputy principals, registrars, and deans. We will work around so that we ensure that attendance to classes is improved, so that trainees are able to achieve what they are supposed to achieve. So academic performance is extremely important, and we really want to plead with the students and also the trainers that they must do their work. Where trainers will not do their work, obviously then it may result in transfer or redeployment elsewhere, so that we can get trainers in this institution who are committed to academic excellence. Over and above that, to also enhance academic performance, I will also be addressing the issue of the library, to enhance it, the e-library, and even the book section. And then on the library block, the ground floor, making it for those who want to read as they prepare for the other classes. On the first floor, prepare it for the books, and then on the third floor, prepare it for the e-library, so that the students can be able to go about the academics uninterrupted. I also plan to put a total stop on any interruptions of conferences and other non-academic meetings in the library block, so that we can have it really concentrating on academics. So I want to build a teamwork with the heads of department so that they can be able to produce results. I also commit myself from departments when I've met them. I also commit myself to buying the training materials on time, so that trainees can be able to attend to their lessons on time. I also commit that there is need for a better, a robust method of supervision of the training. So academic is number one. Number two, of course, is the systems that need to put in place to ensure that resources are available for training and for development of the institution. The issues of accounts, the issues of stores, need to put in place systems so that they can be able to ensure that the institution resources are put to the best use. Number three is on student management. I need to enhance student management. There are a lot of complaints about students having challenges on getting fee balances. I'll be shortly be moving up with an ERP which will allow online services and do away with services at the various points which are bringing congestion, because the current ERP is not very well functional, and it doesn't offer this kind of service that we require for this huge population. So we are committed as a team to really address the issue of the ERP and ensure that student services are attended to. Students also have a lot of fears about their school fees, which I know that I will be attending to personally and even through the systems which are there, so that those that have fee challenges, we see how we can support them so that they can be able to finish their academics. So I think the issue of student management is also extremely important. Applied research and innovation, we're just coming from the TVET fair. You have done very well. Actually, I was told that you were number one. As much as we don't have the trophy for number one, it is good for us to enhance issues of innovation by students, so that, and even by trainers, so that we can build a culture of innovation. I'll also be offering a very robust marketing of our innovations, both in the local and in the national media, so that we can be able to sell the innovations that the trainees at Kisii National Polytechnic are producing to the world, so that we can be able to speak to the world about the Kisii National Polytechnic. So it is important, the issues of research, innovations, and also entrepreneurship, because it is also important to support trainees in matters of entrepreneurship. I will also be coming in with a robust system of mentorship of students when they are exiting, so that they exit the Kisii National Polytechnic knowing what are they going to be. So a lot of mentorship on career mentorship, so that they are incubation, so that they can be able to know, if I've done building construction, how do I start my construction company and how do I bid for work, and etc. If I've done a course and I need to work in an outside country, what procedure should I go through so that I can get access to international jobs and also be able to work? If I want to be an entrepreneur, what must I do? And what are the available financial institutions? And we will mobilize them. There are quite a number of financial institutions which are available that can provide startup kits, can provide startup capital to support the trainees. I will also be looking at establishing a very strong linkage between the trainees who are in the institution and the alumni, because the alumni of the Kisii National Polytechnic are in many industries, and we need to bring them on board so that they can be able to assist our trainees also enter into the world of work by internships and by mentorship. So I am committed to those aspects, of course, without not forgetting industry. I want to build a very strong relationship between Kisii National Polytechnic and the Indian industry. I want to see students in food and beverage going to work in hotels. They're dropped in the morning at 6 and they're collected at 5 back to the institution. I want to see students in automotive being supplied to workshops in the morning and coming back with hands-on training. I want to see students who are doing science lab being distributed to the science labs in our institutions, schools around, and coming back in the afternoon having practiced, and so forth and so forth. Welding and fabrication. Students have gone to Kisumu or to Kisii in the morning and have worked all day, and they come back in the evening. That is the kind of strong industry relationship that I look forward to supplement the practicals that we are offering at the Kisii National Polytechnic. Yeah.
And another question, sir. How do you intend to create a positive and inclusive environment for all members of the college community?
I intend to build an all-inclusive community by ensuring that there is teamwork at the management, there is teamwork at the staff level. There will be team building events to bring the staff together. There's also going to be, of course, team building activities for the student leaders, so that at the end of it all, we can be able to be a family and a team that is working together.
Yeah.
It all means that we are careful about what the other person is going through. If a student is having feed challenge, can we get to their respective CDFs and talk to them, so that they can also feel that we care for them. So we want to care for the student, we want to care for the worker. We want to minimize a lot of murmuring and grudging among the staff, and ensure that they really see themselves as a team by providing equal opportunities to all.
So, as the CEO of the school, especially you are here for the students, what kind of relation do the students expect from you in that accessibility to the principal, or how you can communicate to the principal, to the students in a manner that they can get information in a faster way and timely manner, that they did not complain that now the information reached us late, that's why we could not manage to do this and this, now we are deferring if it is a matter of fee and whatever. So what's your plan concerning your direct relation to the students?
I think my direct relation to the students is that there will be no red tapes in terms of accessing the principal's office. Every student can access me. I'm also walking around, and I'm able to sit around with the students. You see me sitting under the tree with students, so that I can create channels where they can be able to reach me, so that they can be able to state their issues. Looking at the population also, it will require this kind of engagement, and also look forward to providing even other forms of communication like email and a separate telephone number, so that I can be able to interact with the students one-on-one. You notice that this is a big population and it's a bit difficult to reach each one of them. But if students know how to access the principal by email, how to access the principal by phone, and these kind of interviews, then we should be able to move forward. I promise that I'm readily available. I sit around with students wherever we have activities. Maybe it's just because I'm not settled, but I sit around. I was able to sit around with students during music, during drama. I was not there during Tibet Fair, but I'm available to sit with students and mingle and greet them. But I know quite many students fear greeting the principal. I want to encourage them to greet. I also want to encourage them to be frank. It's always good to be frank. Feedback is extremely important. If I don't get feedback, then I don't serve you. So I'm very keen on feedback, and I look forward to, particularly to this innovation, being more and more taken to another notch, whereby by now we will be also be receiving SMSs from students, and then we are able to respond to. So that is the kind of, I intend to build a studio for e-learning, but in the process I'll also use it for this, so that I'm on studio and students in the evening can be able to text in, and I'm able to respond to their concerns about the compound. Thank you.
And now touching on the staff, because of course this is an institution, I guess staff. Which help can you give them so that they can render their different their different roles in the institution? Like, which help can you give them as the principal, so that they can easily render their services?
Well, for the staff, I think what they need is just systems. If the systems are working, whatever they require can be discussed and provided. The systems are working, then the staff will be able to provide their services. If their ideas are also allowed through discussions, we have the departmental barasas which are bringing together students and staff. If those ideas are harvested, I've seen that as a very good avenue. Then the staff will also feel that whatever they suggest is also being implemented. So it's a question of the principal's office receiving what the departments have discussed and interrogating what the departments have discussed and implementing.
Yeah.
As that working environment is what the staff require. Once that working environment is that clear, then the staff will be motivated.
So wherever there is a duty to perform and you are there as a leader, even from the example from the Bible, the presidency, and whichever case, there are some challenges that arises. So personally, how will you be able to deal with simple challenges and maybe some complex challenges that can take some time or that you can respond to immediately?
Yeah, there are challenges that will come that may require my direct intervention. There are those that require my consultation with the student council. There are those that require the consultation with the management staff. So I hope that in that way, then I'll be able to manage the challenges that come internally. Of course, there are also other challenges which are external, but internally, I know we are able to surmount our challenges just by dialogue. So once there is dialogue, then the challenges shall be addressed. One of the biggest weakness in challenges is communication. So I think I need to think through my modes of communication. Another biggest challenge is feedback. You must also be sure that you are getting the right feedback. And then another challenge, of course, is how now you build unity among all the players in the Kisii National Polytechnic so that you can move forward. So I appeal to each one of us to come together, and I want to build an environment which is stress-free, where people are proud to work. Thank you.
And what do you wish to be remembered for? Let's say your legacy. Which legacy do you want to leave in this school by the time you're done with Kisii National Polytechnic, to be precise?
If the performance in exams was well and above 95%, if we had adequate classrooms for learning to proceed on, state-of-the-art classrooms and workshops and laboratories, then I will really exit. But over and above that also, a good system that is operational in the institution, where trainers and trainees are all working together in a structured manner towards success. So for me to achieve that, I want to really say that performance in results is extremely important. Working with the industry is extremely important. We want to finish the tuition block, which is giving us 60 rooms by May. And then I want also to start another one, which will be a hospitality complex, also having laboratories for food and beverage and tuition rooms for the same, laboratories for textile and hairdressing and beauty, and well located next to the road so that we can also be able to hold conferences in the same facility to raise money. After that, then I also wish to move to a science complex, which will have labs on one side, then also tuition rooms on the other side. Also another 6-7 story building. And I think with those two, then we shall have eased the pressure in terms of tuition rooms and laboratories.
Thank you, sir. So there are some students with good innovation, like currently we are facing difficulties in rooms. There are lesser rooms for studies, and maybe a student has got a good innovation whereby the same room where the students are there physically learning from the same teacher, the students back at home still can get the same information, like attending the same class now virtually. So such innovation, you as the new CEO and other new good innovations that maybe the student has, are you ready to support such kind of innovation in this your tenure in this school?
The answer is yes, and the answer is also factored in is that according to best practices,
Yes.
2% of the budget of the institution or any organization must go towards research and innovations.
Yes.
And if we move towards that, then we'll find that the resources are available for us to support student innovations and any other innovations from the trainers, which are meant to make Kisii National Polytechnic better. Because I'm looking at a lot of interest in innovations geared towards around digital aspects of learning, digital aspects of transacting, so that we can be able to reach out to a greater community. So virtual reality, that is the place we want to go.
Yes.
I want to build an institution in which the other neighboring TVCs can come to benchmark in terms of issues of the current trends in technology, particularly in ICT.
Yes.
And walking around, of course, you see there's very little ICT application, and I know that the youth are very keen on ICT application. So I'll be looking at ways and means of establishing champions in every department who can champion ICT, so that students can also get that attraction.
Thank you, sir.
So, as we wind up this interview, what is the last words you want to tell your institution? Because I know they'll watch this video when it airs.
I want to tell the students particularly that they have not known me, but some are suspecting. When they see you on the road, it's like they're suspecting.
Yeah.
They should not doubt I am there. I am there for them, and I am willing to work with the students so that each one must achieve his or her dream for coming to this institution. My own life is a testimony. I learned in a primary school like everybody. I went to Mawego Technical School. At the time it was a national school. Started my technical education in Form 1, and I did my KCE, that was not KCSE but KCE. I got Division 2 with 28 points. I would have gone to university, but I went to KTTC, now the Kenya School of Tibet. I did diploma in building, I also did diploma in technical education. I went to the Mombasa National Polytechnic. I did high national diploma in building and civil engineering. I went to the University of Moi University. I did a degree. I went to the University of Eldoret. I also did a master's degree. And therefore, I want to say that the student who is at Kisii National Polytechnic should see himself that he is also able to grow through the ranks of education. It's only commitments, otherwise I'm at PhD and whatever level.
Yes.
I have been a head of department building, I have been a deputy principal many years, including Moi Institute of Technology here. I've also been acting director at the national level. I've represented the PS and the CS, and I'm here. So I want to tell the students that nothing is impossible. Actually, the issue is that let us not waste time. Let us ensure that we go through that ladder very quickly, and you'll find that you are going through the ladder as you are making money, and you are able to be somebody in life. So if I've grown through those ranks of education, I've also grown through ranks of administration, then every student has the opportunity. So they just need to look at how I've gone.
Yes.
They should also be, there is hope.
There is no
There is hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was so nice to meet you. Even to us, this was our first time to meet you. You've been so kind and humble, so we are telling other students that everything is in good hands of the new CEO. The chief is in town, so don't worry. Yes.
Thank you so much. I look forward to meeting the students in various many forums that we shall have,
Yes.
and we will talk more.
Yeah.
And I'm reachable. Just by the way you have reached me and you are not student leaders,
Yes.
I'm reachable.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So thank you for having us, and we are looking forward to more such platforms. Maybe in future we can maybe do a close-up of your personal life maybe at some point.
Yes.
But thank you for hosting us. It has been nice doing the interview with you.
Yeah.
And have a lovely day, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Bye.